The mysterious Bitcoin billionaire. The one who turned a $5,000 investment into $1 billion. The one who paid $70 million for a virtual piece of art. And the guy who came from South India and started with nothing and now has successfully managed to take the world by storm. He is none other than META KOVAN. But this is not the first time that META KOVAN has made such a big virtual purchase. There is a bunch of shocking collection of NFTs that he owns along with massive investments in the crypto space. Entrepreneur Vingesh Sudharesan, who goes by the pseudonym META KOVAN, his alter ego in the virtual world, bought a record-smashing NFT, a virtual mosaic by Beeple with cryptocurrency Ethereum, the world's second biggest digital coin, shelling out approximately 42,329.453 ETH in total. What's even more mind-blowing is that this artwork only exists digitally. It is not a physical, tangible piece. The image file is basically linked to a non-fungible token or NFT. Now you must be wondering what an NFT is. You can easily understand this concept in economics terms. A fungible token is an asset that can be exchanged on a one-on-one basis. Think of dollars or bitcoins. Each one has the exact same value and can be traded freely. Like you can exchange a $10 bill with two $5 bills, it is exactly the same. A non-fungible object, by contrast, has its own distinct value, like an old house or a classic car. Cross this notion with cryptocurrency technology known as the blockchain and you get NFTs. An NFT is a digital object that can be a drawing, an animation and piece of a music, video clips, or a photo with a certificate of authentication created by the blockchain which cannot be compromised. The certificate is needed if NFT is exchanged or sold. Now the NFT does not exist in the physical form, which is a big difference from the paintings, sculptures, cars, or houses that are owned by most billionaires. Some examples of NFTs include Nine Cat, which became a viral meme back in 2011. It was an animated flying cat with a Pop-Tart body and was sold for almost $600,000. Other digital tokens recently sold include a clip of LeBron James blocking a shot in a Lakers basketball game that went for $100,000, and a Twitter post by Mark Cuban, the investor and Dallas Mavericks owner, that went for $952. Similarly, actress Lindsay Lohan sold an image of her face for over $17,000. Recently, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey sold his first tweet from 21st March 2006 as an NFT for over $2.9 million. Isn't it absolutely amazing? So that is why when a few weeks ago, a crypto whale going by the moniker META KOVAN bought a Beeple artwork via Christie's auction for $69 million, which included $60 million price in ETH and $9 million in fees, which was obviously paid in ETH. It became a hot and viral topic and everyone was stunned by this magnanimous purchase. The buyer, known until now as META KOVAN, introduced himself as Vingesh Sudharesan in a blog on MetaPurse's website, saying that the pseudonym was never intended to be a mask. Sudharesan is a software engineer of Indian origin and appears to reside in Singapore. The investor says that he comes from humble beginnings and claims that when he first discovered cryptocurrency in 2013, he had no money. Sudharesan describes his first leg up in the space to be the sale of the now defunct cryptocurrency CoinZ in 2014. Many users were scammed out of their tokens while using the exchange, with most complaints unresolved, online forums have suggested. Sudharesan then went out to co-fund BitAccess, a Y Combinator-backed project, and served as CDO to the Bitcoin ATM operator before participating in the Ethereum ICO. Initial coin offering. With the wealth generated from his early crypto investments, the investor went on to fund MetaPurse, a crypto-exclusive fund that invests in early-stage projects across blockchain infrastructure, finance, arts, and NFTs. Talking about his purchase, META KOVAN said that, "I think this is going to be $1 billion piece. I don't know when, but I'm sure it will happen." The work in question is a mosaic of 5,000 artworks made over the last 13 years by Mike Winkelmann, who goes by the artist name Beeple. Included in the mosaic are images of Abraham Lincoln spanking a baby Donald Trump, a giant rabbit eating children on a playground, and a muscled Tom Hanks beating up an anthropomorphic representation of the coronavirus. The image file is connected to a non-fungible token NFT which was minted just last month and serves as its certificate of authenticity recorded via blockchain technology. The auction for the record-breaking work, called The First 5,000 Days, opened for bidding on February 25 and shot from $100 to $1 million in minutes. But it wasn't until the final 10 minutes of the sale that the bidding action became particularly intense. The number quickly jumped from 14 million to 30 million. With seconds to spare, METAKOVAN placed the winning bid. This isn't the first time that METAKOVAN has bought works by Beeple. In a December auction of original Beeple's art on the online marketplace Nifty Gateway, METAKOVAN purchased 20 images for a combined 2.2 million. He later fractionalized them. Currently, these works have a market cap of 163.5 million. Not only is 69 million the most ever paid for a digital artwork, it's just behind Jeff Koons and David Hockney for the auction record of any living artist. Period. That amount of money could buy you a collection of legitimate palaces in France, Ireland, and Italy, with about 30 million to spare. It could just get you the highly coveted Gulfstream G700, though let's hope you have enough money for maintenance and airtime. Or you could leave the money in a conservative index fund and let it appreciate. Left alone for a decade and assuming annual compound interest of 7%, your money would more than double to 135.7 million. And yet, given how wildly NFTs have been appreciating, another one of Beeple's pieces was bought for 67,000 last October. Then flipped 4 months later for 6.6 million, the market would appear to also have the potential for outsized returns. We're not engaging in things that feel bubbly to us, METAKOVAN says of investing in NFTs. There are so many things which can be out of control. It's not regulated, which is a good and a bad thing. So there are going to be opportunities where people make money and people lose money. METAKOVAN does not own a house or an expensive car and usually spends most of his money on virtual things. He said that this purchase was the most expensive thing he bought in his lifetime, and he thinks this admirable painting will be worth much more in the coming years. So that brings us to the end of today's video. What do you think about METAKOVAN and his fascinating NFT purchase? Tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching.